that down.
But yeah, man, that's shit. That's that's
Yeah.
what I've been on. I've been in full dad mode. But
Hey.
yeah, man, nothing wrong with it at all.
Well, shoot, man. So are y'all about to have another kid or?
Another one. Another one. Nah, man, not no time soon, bro. I mean, not planning anyway. Neither one of my children were like a plan. We weren't like, all right, we're gonna do this and then save up for the next few months. No, it just happened, but
Nothing just happens.
both blessings, man.
Nothing just happens. You walk into the club, you shoot up the club. That's on you, bro. That's on you.
Man. But yeah, my youngest son, man, he shooting up every hour, it seemed like. I swear, he like half my size already. He's gonna be huge, man. He's only 3 months. He's not even 3 months yet. He's 3 months on Monday.
Oh man. Yeah, that's pretty real right there. They definitely grow up real fast. I have a niece who's like 10 years old. Mm-hmm. And she's like as tall as a 14-year-old.
Damn.
Yeah, my brother and sister-in-law are pretty tall though. My brother's 6'4", you know.
Makes sense.
And her twin brother like comes up to like her nose, but they're so tall, they're still taller than everybody else in their class. And then their little sister is like 6, 7 years old, and she's as big as like a 10, 11-year-old.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. It's crazy.
Well, since we're talking about family, I can't believe that well, I want to ask your opinion on it first. I can't believe that we're even bringing this up on this platform, but what's your opinion about the Oscars, man?
I'm gonna tell you something. I like, there's nothing wrong with bringing that up because like as soon as it happened, I hit up one of my homies and I was like, yeah, that slap changed the world. Like it changed like the American society forever. You know, that was a major event. That's kind of like one of those where were you type moments, because that's the last thing that anybody ever expected to ever happen under any circumstance. Where it happened, when it happened, who it happened with, and you know, I mean, and knowing the backstory, you know, just assuming the backstory, you know, these are all alleged. I mean, granted, there are factual things, but we don't know exactly what was on Will Smith's mind in order to get him to get up,
man,
walk up there. Take off his glove and challenge him to a duel.
No. Are you? I know you're not insinuating that this was a real smack, man.
Man, hey, at the end of the day, look at it like this. He had to resign from the academy. You know what I mean? If it were any kind of stunt of any sort, you know, it's not smart. You know, that
smart at all.
Yeah, it wouldn't. That's like. If it were fake, then that would be dumber than Jussie Smollett. You know what I mean? Like, you got like just being honest. You know what I mean? Like, but a lot of people can see, you know, the way his name has been, the way it's been dragged through media in the last few years. And granted, these are like 20 years worth of rumor. You know what I mean? That finally had some validation in the past couple years. And, you know, and for him to be like the kind of like motivational guru type person that he is,
right?
You know what I mean? And you know, it's tough. You know, I don't think it would be as big of a deal if like kind of like almost in the Cosby situation, you know, how he kind of like blew down on the culture in a way, you know, talk, the millennials and Gen X, he completely clowned them in a lot of ways. Granted, there's a lot of things that we need to hold each other accountable for, but it kind of just, it didn't hold up in public opinion when things started unfolding for him. And you look at Will Smith, Fresh Prince, pretty clean rapper. He become a movie star. He gets back in the rap game and he's all talking like, yeah, I don't cuss in my rhymes, we're getting jiggy.
Right.
Welcome to Miami. You know what I mean? And I mean, shoot, I get how things were at that time. And you kind of, if you wanted to achieve certain heights and if you were at a certain level, you kind of had to position yourself in such a way. Mm-hmm. But, then he transitions, into an icon of some sort. Mm-hmm. He has kids. His kids pretty much like in public, like they you could tell like their whole demeanor is almost like a rebellion against him. Mm. You know what I mean? Like he's a pretty conservative man. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like he's like he has a lot of old school values, but I feel like he kind of ended up in a situation that he can't get out of. He's just in too deep. Granted, he loves he has to love his family. I don't doubt that he doesn't love his family or anything, but he, to me, feels like the oddball in his own family at this point.
Oh, for sure. And I feel like, I mean, the realist in me, I don't know. I feel like it was a stage thing. Because I don't know, I can't get it in me to like even begin to believe that was real. Like it just didn't even look real. And then, like you said, for it to happen on that platform, I felt like if it was like tension like that and he really wanted to put hands on that man, he would have did it like after the show, or he would have did it like off camera type. But maybe not, and this just me always looking deeper into things. Well, I just feel like they needed to put another Black male in in the negative light in some way. I feel like the Kanye stories were dying down and the whoever else stories were dying down. So they, this is the ongoing cycle of keeping a bad rep in the culture, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it wasn't a good look on either of their ends, you know what I'm saying? And for it to be two Black men at that, especially like in this time, it just wasn't a good look, man. And I'm not taking away from if it was real and like Will's feelings, like him defending his family and being fed up with like the disrespect and laughing things off, you know what I'm saying? So it could have been some real emotion in that action. But yeah, I don't know. The most important thing is from this I got was like the mental health. And I do appreciate that people that do see that and like appreciate the fact that he was like defending his family if that was a realistic act.
If you do something like that, you're not defending your family. Because that's selfish. You know what I'm saying? You imagine if he wasn't Will Smith. Imagine if he was Lil Mama walking up on stage at the Grammys with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. Mm-hmm. And what if Lil Mama went up there and hit Jay-Z in the nuts or some shit like that? Like, that's not.
But it's like, there's no reason to though. Like you said, it's like even the backstory, knowing that they had like a so-called alleged like tension leading up to this, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like a out of nowhere, but at the same time, it was just really fucking random.
You're putting a lot of stuff, at jeopardy. And granted, like everybody has a breaking point, and I do feel like it was a real matter. You could see towards the end of Chris Rock's monologue, the side of his face low-key started to swell up a little bit. like,
Yeah.
like that, yeah. It
I
was
heard that from somebody else too. I didn't
like
see.
all this was just like starting to, and he played it like he took the upper hand in that matter. You know what I mean? Like there has been worse things said about Jada. There's been worse things said about Will. There's been worse things said about anybody. You know what I mean? And you know,
But it's that breaking point, man. How much
it,
shit are you going to allow someone to say about
but
you and your family before you're
you
like, all right, this enough of this shit.
you are literally sitting in front of nobody at the Oscars. Like you're not sitting like it wasn't like a matter where he was one of those guys who, he had to, hey, excuse me, walk down the aisle, smack him, go back to his seat, make things extra awkward because then people got to get up for you. Then you get to your seat. No, he was sat in the front row right there. If you go there, then that's what you have to expect. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a thing. Like it's just what it is, and in all good light of comedy. And I mean, this is Chris Rock we're talking about here. This isn't like some amateur dude who nobody knows, and it's just like, well, you don't know me.
But yeah, Chris Rock, that's been fucking where in the last couple of years, and now he's on a tour. His first opening day was what, yesterday or the day before? Right after the incident.
Yeah. I mean, it's Chris Rock. I mean, he's an icon as well. Like he's one that, like him and Chappelle are probably the greatest comedians of this era. You know what I mean? When it comes down to social commentary and, and just being able to transcend, just not like transcend, just black comedy. You know what I'm saying? And, the way, the discourse after this stuff is it seems not as much just like painting a black man in a negative light. It doesn't seem like that to me, because it's a lot of black people holding these people accountable. It's not like, oh, why y'all talking shit about Will? No, it's like, hey man, that was messed up. I think a lot of us, we just feel like our childhoods low key been ruined. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, this is Chris Rock and Will Smith. You know what I mean? This is like, what if, you see, I'm trying to think of somebody that was real popular in the 90s. What if we actually did see like Jay-Z and Memphis Bleek get into a fight or something like that? You know what I mean? Granted, right, that's not as big.
Right, we did. Rockefeller split apart. That was
no, but like, but Memphis Bleek is still, he's always been there. Like, he ain't gone nowhere. That's Jay-Z's guy. As long as Jay-Z's alive, he's a millionaire. You know what I mean? Like granted, Memphis Bleek ain't the same kind of icon of Jay-Z is, but I know for those people who are really into hip hop, they'd probably be real sad about that.
Yeah. But I hope it pans out the right way for Will.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say, be one of those dudes say, yeah, sending you good energy, man, positive energy. No, he's I hope he gets his stuff together, get some help, go on a retreat, go up to Big Bear or something like that. Like go to Yosemite.
I'm that guy, man. I'm always that guy. I want to.
Right.
I'm sending both of them that though, man, and shit to figure out the fucking maze, man.
Do you watch battle rap?
I'm not frequently. I do sometimes.
Do you remember in the last like 2 years the Cassidy Hitman Holla battle?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you remember the face off the night before?
I don't.
Okay. I'll I'll send it. I'll send you a link. But
Sure.
this battle, I mean, this face off, you can compare this to Will Smith smacking Chris Rock in the sense that, okay, the night after this face off was when they had their battle. Cassidy bodied Hitman Holla because of this face off. Chris Rock just started a tour. By the end of his tour, he's about to have all the material that he needs. You know, for his next Netflix special, and he's probably about to flame the whole situation.
You see what I mean?
You know
what I mean?
You know, so like,
were you paying attention to Chris Rock's tour before this?
Right. I mean, this was the first date, I think. You know what I mean? And either way, I mean, it's Chris Rock. You know, comedy tours don't get promoted like that, like on a TV scale. Like, you know they're coming when they come.
Were you paying attention to Chris Rock before this?
I'm always paying attention to Chris Rock. He's Chris Rock. I'm not checking for his tours. I don't go to comedy shows. You know, but like, I'm all like, it's Chris Rock. It's not like it's Corey Holcomb or something, like somebody like that. Like, it's not.
First official check-in though, man. How's your mental health on a scale of 1 to 10?
Man, before this, I was actually, you know, thinking about that. You know, I think it's on the 6. Like, I'm in a good space, you know, better space than I have been. You know, I've been just pulling myself out, you know what I mean? Like, in a sense, like one of the like it's hard to explain, you know what I mean? Like, I really don't I'll be able to explain it in a little bit. How about you, man?
I feel you, man. And that's why I said, when you said 6, because I'll say I'm at about a 6.5, I'll say, and a 6.5 and rising, you know, just going through the motions, you know, figuring things out. Haven't really been like, giving my too much energy to anything besides like family and, you know, business ventures like the Healthy Living brand, Safe Space, and, you know, Casey Barget, slowly but surely, definitely getting back in the studio and using that as a form of expression, man. I feel like that's another reason I'm at a 6.5, because I haven't really been in the studio or like, you know, performing. I haven't performed in like almost 3 years, man. And that was really like a release for me, you know, a therapy session, may have you, recording and like performing. So getting back to like doing these check-ins, starting a new season of Safe Space and creating, doing you know, collabing on the event today with my partner, doing the sound bath. Like I was telling you, I'll have samples for the brand. So just being active, man, and that energy exchange, connecting with others, that's definitely an important healing process in my journey.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. Like, where I was getting back to with me, it's kind of like, since I've been working, you know, I've been an independent contractor, you know, working out here for about almost 9 years, you know, let's say 8.5 years, you know, and I've been full-time freelancing for probably like the last 3-4 years, you know what I mean? Like, and
that's major, man.
And
that deserves a congrats in itself, man. That's definitely a big ups, doing your own thing and doing what you love to do.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and then like the last couple years has really been like, because the pandemic made things slow down, you know, but like the last couple years, you know, doors have been opening up for me, you know, and where like this is solely what I do, you know. For right now, things can always change.
Yes, sir.
I'm always ready to do whatever I need to do. But you know, with that, but because of that, I like growing up, I've always been a pretty chill, stay in my room, play video games, sit at the computer all day, nerd out. I don't really care to go out, even though I was always active, always playing ball, always, but like when I'm at home, I'm really at home. And, it's one thing that, I always have to, keep constantly remind myself is to make that time to go see some sunlight. I have my curtains are closed right now. It's dark in here. I have my big old screen right here in front of me. Like this is where I feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Like my door is closed, like, and I sit up here, I study media all day, and I study content all day, and I make content, and it kind of like it has certain effects on you, sometimes, because like I have to snap, like, hold up, let me go out, like today my girlfriend and I were probably about to just go to a park, walk around, go grab a little bit of eat, you know what I mean? Like it, just so I can like, get my balance back. Cause I haven't even been able to go out hiking like I really want to. I haven't even really felt like it, and I love hiking, you know what I mean? Like, but I've been working on that, so we'll see how things go leading into June. April, May, June. Yeah, next couple months.
Yeah, man. I feel that sun definitely is a big factor, a huge factor. It's weird ass weather change, man. That's definitely affecting the mood.
I'd rather have this weather change than the weather change back there in Ohio. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I'll definitely rather some low 50s, low 60s than below 20s. Flush shit.
What should we expect out of you with this music moving forward? Like, what life experiences like really, inspires you to go out there and create? Because obviously, like you were saying, you not being able to perform, not having recorded in a while, it kind of, you got a lot pent up, that's your form of expression, so what do you feel like you're going to be expressing about?
Man, shit, I guess you'll have to just wait and see for real, man. I mean, you will know firsthand, obviously, working with you on a few things. Production wise, I don't know why you don't minimalize yourself. You're a producer as well. Got a few of your beats I'm sitting on. I'm definitely gonna, continue to work on those. I have a few full ideas in mind. That's just me getting out of my own way as well, And like I said, I've been full dad mode, so definitely gonna hear a lot about just going through those experiences and growth and, the appreciation that I've grown to have. Not that I haven't always expressed my gratitude, but just being more present in my kids' lives. It's a beautiful thing, just watching them develop and grow, them teaching me patience and, in some instances just reminding myself like, yo, this is a kid. Because I talk to my youngins like we talking right now. I don't Google Gaga them,
Right.
My youngest, because he's still an infant. But once my son even turned one, my firstborn, I was talking to him like this, and he talks. He's about to be 4, and he can have a full conversation with you.
Yep.
So I mean, he's about to be 5. Excuse me, and he'll have a full conversation with you, and you'll be surprised at the things that he'll say to you or even respond to you and expressing his feeling and seeing his different, you know, just beings and characters, because he's a Gemini, so he has different personalities. One minute he'll be up and off the wall, and the next minute he's expressive and confident in what he's doing and letting you know, like, no, this is what I want to do. But it's a beautiful thing, man. And that, and just experimenting with new things. I'm also looking forward to making things that I haven't in the past. I've always experiment with my range and harmonizing and things of that sort, but I want to really tap back into the essence of why I felt like music. Now, I wouldn't say why music was created, but I'll say like that core feeling that we got from it and that emotion, and just having fun. I'm going to express my emotion. I'm a serious person, but I feel like I got some of my previous projects kind of got too personal, and that's just, like I said, that's the way that I express myself. So I may have shared a little bit too much too early, but just having fun, man. I love to listen to my music and be able to sit back and just jam,
Right.
bob my head and move, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a little bit more of that.
Yeah. Shoot, one thing I've learned, saying like, with music artists who really tap into personal experiences for their music is kind of like, the most thought out idea comes out the clearest.
Mm.
If you feel something, you react, it might not come out as clear. You might just be talking some fish, two fish, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we all had those moments, but the thoughts that are really, that you really feel confident about, those are the ideas that are able to come out the clearest, and those are the ones that you can have the most range with. Those are the ones that you can mess around and have a song like Hey Ya, and everybody's all laughing and singing, knowing daggone well it's about something completely different. You know what I mean? So, so it is, you want to, keep on pushing at that, and always think about clarity. Clarity in every art form, is always the the key.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I agree with that 100%, man. I definitely appreciate like the conversations that we have as well. It's definitely, I wouldn't say put a hope on like the things that I had planned, but like you were just expressing, just made me think those things out a little more, because I am one of those creatives that like to act on my emotion, but that's just from my past experiences and seeing like, damn, I got like a great like response from that, and like the result. It's like some of my like creations, I would say tracks rather, the best ones in my opinion, I created it within like 30 minutes, as far as like the writing process. And that was just me going off of that initial emotion that I got from the instrumental, but also not applying that to the business manner and how I move with the packaging and promoting things, so just sitting back and, thinking of the best way to offer what I have to offer to those that choose to support it.
Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I definitely been able to see you grow, mainly as just a man, you know what I mean? Like, shoot, from the moment I met you to now, like it's a night and day. It's a night and day thing. I really see growth, and I really am anticipating like how you are able to turn this into some good music. You seem like you're in a way better place.
Word, man.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate that, man.
FTG.
Yes, sir. FTG. And likewise, I'm looking forward to your upcoming creations, man. Looking forward to you getting back out there in the field, those hikes, those beautiful random posts of that emotion and the way that you see it, your perspective, man. those are the things that I like to see in my algorithm. Expression, pure expression, you know.
For sure, for sure. I'll get back to that. You know, I definitely a part of that time. You know, like I was saying, like the kind of like isolation is like I really, you know, like I know what my triggers are. You know what I mean? Social media is one of those triggers. You know, I don't really participate on social media like that, like I used to. You know,
Likewise.
yeah, like I don't need to. You know, and you know, I really, yeah, a lot of my DM messages don't get read. You know, and it's solely because, and shoot, just think about it, I need to reply back to a few people right now. But like I don't like I just can't be on the platform. Like sometimes it's that, sometimes it's Instagram. I really, yeah, I just, yeah, it's not the same. So I you know, but you know, if it really, if I need to go get out there and, you know, hold it down, I'll hold it down. You know what I mean? Like shit, you know, I'm always trying to motivate people. When it's going to be the next resilience drop?
Soon, definitely soon. I'm not gonna put a date on it because I'm still working on a few pieces. I like to have everything in hand before I put a date on anything.
Shoot,
But
can I get a resilience t-shirt, like a plain resilience t-shirt with the R? Just that's all I want.
oh, that, yeah, you know,
Like,
always.
can we get
need
that?
those. Yeah, bring that. Tell me what you want. I know what the people want. But
can we
that's
get that on the next drop, please?
That's coming anyway. I read your mind. I knew that's what you wanted.
Yes.
But no, the next drop is looking very nice, man. It's looking very nice. I'm very, very meticulous with the fabrics and the way that things are presented. You know, I feel like the way that things are presented is everything. Your presentation, as far as the way that you first see something, I feel like that's how you're going to perceive it moving forward. So I just like to have everything tightly packaged before I even do release it. But you will be one of the first to know, because you already know, like, we got to get that promo in. Got to set a date for that to follow up that first one, man. That first one was superb, man. Yeah, if you haven't seen that yet, you know, check out the Resilience brand. Check out what we have to offer. But yeah, man, soon.
Sounds like some glory. You know,
Yes,
anything else in closing here?
Love, man. I'm that guy. Like I said, I'm sending everyone healing energy, especially those that are tapped in and tuned in. And this was for you. And, you know, tell a friend and share with a loved one. Stay on the lookout for what's to come from the Healthy Living brand, Casey Barjay, Resilience, Safe Space, from the Jordan Tuck brand. But I'll let them speak for itself.